The question is for $50 silver. Folks, I keep getting asked at the shop, when is this going to happen? When is $50 silver going to happen? I try to answer the question as best way as I can. I'm trying to dig for those answers, folks, too. Nobody has the right answer of when, how, or is it going to happen this year, is it going to happen next year, or is it a couple years down the road? We're going to try to dissect this question once more. I'm trying to keep you guys in the loop. We're also going to talk about what happened at the coin shop today. You're going to want to stick around for that story. Somebody was trying to sell 200 silver eagles. We changed their mind, folks. We're going to explain what happened with that. We also will briefly talk about the Pinbacks giveaway, how to enter the contest for that. I'll let you in a little secret. You must be subscribed. So if you're not yet subscribed yet, it's a good time to subscribe now so you can be eligible to enter the Pinbacks giveaway. Thank you for the thumbs up, folks. That really helps the channel out so much. We got so much to cover. Let's just get into it right now. I keep getting asked. $50 silver. When is it going to happen, Chris? When is it going to happen? I can't tell you that. I cannot tell you a specific date. But what I can tell you is, I said last fall, if you guys have been with me since last fall, I said when you start seeing silver run 1, 2, 3, up to $5 price swings back and forth, you're going to want to get in then. I went to Kitco.com. They had a report on just what I was just saying. In a nutshell. When you start seeing price swings, $3. We're going to wake up one morning, $3. Is it too late then? No, I don't think it's too late then. We still got time to stack, folks. I just don't want anybody, really, and this is not financial advice, to get into this market and get too much at one time. You got to cost average your stack. Bottom line. And when we start surging up, once we get back to 35, we can hold 35, folks. We're not that far away from 35. Remember, May is a big delivery month for silver. It's huge. What's going to happen in May? I cannot tell you that. I'm still stacking, though. I put in offers all the time on eBay. I get turned down constantly right now. People just want way too much for 90% silver, 40% silver, 35% or nickels. Look, I'm not locked into on a deal until I'm about 6 days out for not finding a deal. That's how much I've been searching, folks. Point being, don't worry about when silver's going to get to $50 an ounce. Worry about, are you going to cash out for profits to get the dollar back? I don't think that's a wise move. I really don't. The report went on to Kitco saying gold needs to start going up more to pull silver up with it. I think gold's done its job. They're suppressing the heck out of silver right now. They're doing a good job with it. We're going to keep playing the game, folks. Silver will break loose eventually. We just have to give it some more time. How much time is that? Again, who knows? But I do believe, I'm going to go with the bigwigs here. Like Kitco itself. They believe $40 silver by summer. At $33 silver, folks, we're not that far off. I just want you to keep that in mind. $50 by the end of the year is very possible. But we thought $50 silver was very possible last year as well. So take it with a grain of salt. I wouldn't worry about the price too much. Just cost average your stack. I'm worried about the dollar collapsing. Look, we got more job loss announcements, folks. Google is saying if people don't return back to work, they're going to lay the people off. We got UPS now breaking ties with Amazon. They're laying off another 20,000 people, folks. Keep this in mind. Is your job, if you are working, is your job safe? You got to ask yourself that. If you don't think so, if your job's safe or someone in your family's job's not safe, maybe hang on to a little bit of extra cash right now. Because if you get silver or gold and you lose a job in a month or two, you might not be able to recover your premiums back, folks. Always have an outlook. Always have some cash. Right now we do need cash. Yes, I do think the dollar is going away. But right now we need some cash on the sidelines. Not financial advice, of course. We got to look at every angle of this. Or we got to look outside the box. Just keep doing what we're doing. Keep stacking. Little by little, it adds up. I talk to so many customers a day, folks. And I hear all kinds of different stories. Why they're stacking. Why they need to stack more. Why they should be stacking maybe a little bit less. People are frustrated with silver right now. I get it. I totally get that line of thinking. But we have to remember, silver and gold are for the long-term hold. It's not a get rich overnight quit scheme. You're probably never going to get rich off of silver and gold. In dollar terms, think about it. That is what I'm trying to say. The dollar is dying every single day. When stuff costs more and more and more. There's so much news about President Trump's tariffs. There's so much companies coming out saying it's going to raise prices. It's going to raise prices. It's coming, they keep saying. It's coming. We haven't seen it yet. Maybe on some things we've seen it on. But we haven't not seen the full scale of that yet. Some news articles are even saying we may see bare shelves this summer. We have to wait and see. We know China's slowing down in shipping, folks. We have to wait and see. Check out channel sponsor Pimbex, folks, for your silver, gold, and platinum. Check them out. Let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. I'm doing a giveaway. So is Pimbex doing a giveaway. I realized my video was a mistake when I said it was going to be on Saturday, May 23rd. In the video, I said Saturday, May 23rd. May 23rd is on a Friday. I apologize for that mistake. If you're not yet subscribed, folks, good time to subscribe right now. I'll put the link on the giveaway video. There's a couple rules you have to follow. I'm going to make it as easy as pie. I'm trying to give everybody as much time for this giveaway to enter. I hope you all are able to enter the giveaway. Why not? It's over 6 ounces of free silver. No cost to you. Thank you, Pimbex, for sponsoring Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer, because this stuff is not possible without the viewer. You guys mean the world to me. Every single subscriber. Just subscribe. Means the world to me. There will never be a fee to watch this special video on this channel. I'm never going to sell you hats, coffee mugs, t-shirts, hats. You name it. And I will also never take a sponsorship where I make a commission, folks. I'm going to be true to my word on that. Never going to happen on this channel. I've turned down probably over 15 sponsorship offers. And another sponsorship offer I just got, folks. I like the product, but they want to do a 10% commission. And I love the product. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say the name of the company because I think they're a good company. But I went and buy the product myself. And I reached out to this company and I told this company that, hey, look, love the product. I can't help you out. I went and buy it myself, and I don't do commission-based sales. They didn't respond back to that. Oh well, they couldn't say thank you. That's up to them. Maybe they haven't a chance to read the email back. But I'm gonna hold true to that thing right there, folks. What happened at the coin shop today? Customer came in, had 200 silver eagles he wanted to sell. Gentleman was probably in his mid-50s, I would say. And he says, you know, I've been coming in here getting silver eagles for the past 4 years. And he says, silver's really not moved that much. I says, and he had the stack of receipts. So we started looking in the back. I'm like, well, you bought it for $22.50. You bought it for $22.75. You bought these for XYZ. I said, you've done pretty well with these. What do you mean silver's not done nothing? I said, they're all in BU shape. Maybe they were mixed date tubes. Most of them were mixed date tubes, but they were all BU coins. I don't care if they were mixed rolls or not. They were all BU shaped coins. I says, is this something you need to sell? He says, no, I don't need the money, but I'm worrying about silver right now. I says, are you worried about the dollar collapsing? He says, well, a little bit, he says. I said, then why do you want to sell for? I said, I don't mind buying them off you. I says, I don't mind giving you the cash flow if that's what you really want to do. But I said, silver, I says, I showed him the year-to-date silver chart. I says, he says, well, gold's done better. I said, yeah, gold's done better right now. But just a few weeks back ago, silver was outperforming gold. And he says, well, I do have some gold. He says, you think it's a good idea to transfer silver to gold? I says, let me ask you this. I says, what is your spending habit? Meaning, I says, you go to the grocery store. I said, what is your spending habit like? And I use the grocery store just to get this in people's minds, folks. I'm trying to get this to help everybody out there because everybody's so different. I got to make sure people realize that everybody's so different how they spend money. He says, well, I just live by myself. And he goes on to say, he says, I probably spend about $60 a week at the grocery store, maybe $75 depending. He says, I do buy a lot of stuff when it's on sale and I stock up. So he's kind of like a prepper too. I says, let me ask you this question then, sir. I says, let's say these grocery stores start taking silver and gold, physical silver gold as payment. He kind of laughed because some people will laugh at that. I says, what happens if they do start taking silver gold as payment? I said, act like it's like $100 bill with a gold coin. I says, well, you're gonna carry $3,000, $3,300 in your pocket and go buy $70 worth of groceries. What happens if that store don't have the change for it? And he just stopped in his dead tracks. He was gonna say something, and he thought about what I just said. And he says, you're right. I didn't think about it that way. Our shop tries to educate people, folks. This is what this channel was made for, to educate people out there. Not try to change anybody's mind. That's not what this channel is about for. This channel is trying to help people to learn about silver and gold. That's why my email's in every single description of every single video. Email me if you have questions. I'm always here to help people. Free of charge. Sometimes I spend 20 minutes a night, folks, before I go to bed, answering emails back. I try to get back to you as quick as I can. If I'm not with someone at the shop, I'm trying to answer emails back as well. I'm very active in the comment section. Most of you guys know that already. You guys comment, I'm giving you a heart. Sometimes it's within seconds because I'm on my phone and it's kind of quiet in my office. They really don't need my help up front. And I'm trying to keep an eye on the comment section as best as I can. Yeah, when I sleep, I sleep. I get you back, I'll get to your comment in the morning. Just check everything else we do, folks. Check everything you get. Like I said, when you go to the grocery store, think about it this way. Is it worth this much silver? You buy something big, like an appliance, like we just got the washing machine. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Is this worth this much silver? Well, grandmother can't live without a washing machine. I don't think I could live without a washing machine. So yeah, did she need to buy that one? No, because she got a cheaper one? Yeah. Well, the washing machine came in. We thought the old pedestal was going to be okay with the new machine. The guys came in, measured the pedestal, and it was 25 inch versus 27 inch for the new one. So of course it's not going to line up, unfortunately. So of course Grandma's going to be the Queen of England, and we got to buy new pedestal as well. But it won't be here until May 20th. It is what it is. She got her washing machine up and running for now. It's not as high as she'd like to be, but luckily I had a 10% coupon for the Home Depot on the Home Depot credit card. I just put it on there and says, the heck with it. We will just get it, make her happy. Makes my life a little bit easier. It is what it is, folks. She's 89 years old. She's going to get what she wants. Whatever. I'm just glad she didn't need a matching set with the wash and dry, because the dry is working just fine. So, live and learn. And it worked out better that way. I'll be honest with you. Because if the pedestal was not going to be here until the 20th, they may have waited in to bring the wash machine to the 20th as well. So it's probably a good thing it worked out that way. Took my chances with the Samsung for Samsung. It was the same brand, so you thought it was going to work out just fine. But of course not. It is what it is. I'm just glad she's happy now. She said a few choice words to me. I won't mention that back. But she's a little cranky at times, or so am I. But that's the way it goes, folks. So we will leave it as that, folks. If you have any questions for me about silver, gold, and platinum, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help you. Thank you, channel sponsor Pinbax.com. Please enter the giveaway, folks. Just subscribe once again. Give me a thumbs up in the video. It's so important. That really helps YouTube send it out to more and people grow. If you now have seen my new thing I'm trying to do on the channel, we are 45 subscribers away from 6,100 subscribers. Type in number 45. In 2 days, I think we can get 45 more subscribers, folks. Thank you for watching. CoinShop Chris is out. We will see you tomorrow.